Ever considered how important clothes are in our society? They serve as our silent protectors, shielding us from the biting cold, pesky insects, and the harsh ultraviolet rays of the sun. Clothing, a simple necessity, has evolved over time into a complex language of self-expression. It is transformed into a statement of modernity, a symbol of status and sophistication. Yet, there's an intriguing parallel to draw here. Cast your mind back to the primitive era, where lack of clothing was often equated with a lack of civilization. Hermits, living in caves, eating root vegetables, were often seen as uncivilized, primarily due to their lack of clothing. Fast forward to the present day, where paradoxically, revealing clothing or even nudity is often seen as a symbol of modernity, of liberation. It's an interesting shift, isn't it? As we see, clothes have transformed from a simple protective tool to a complex symbol of status and modernity. But isn't it interesting how the wheel of fashion seems to be turning full circle? As we delve into the annals of history, we see clothing evolving from a simple means of protection against the elements to a complex expression of individuality and aesthetics. From the utilitarian garb of our cave-dwelling ancestors to the elaborate attire of medieval lords and ladies, each era had its unique sartorial signature. In our quest for modernity, we often looked with disdain upon the primitive styles of yore, dismissing them as outdated or inferior. Yet, isn't it ironic that the same styles we once scoffed at are now celebrated on our fashion runways? From tribal prints to rustic fabrics, the echoes of our past reverberate in our present wardrobes. This cyclical pattern reflects an essential truth about fashion. It's not a linear progression but a rotating wheel, constantly drawing inspiration from the past while innovating for the future. Just like development, fashion too is more like a wheel than a straight line. But in this whirlwind of fashion trends, are we forgetting the core purpose of clothes? Clothes, you see, are not just about style or self-expression. They are our silent protectors, shielding us from the cold, the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays, and the microscopic universe of bugs and germs. Fashion is a wonderful way to express our individuality, but it should never overshadow the primary function of clothes, a necessity, a form of security. Are we, in the quest for modernity, sacrificing our comfort and protection for the sake of being trendy? Are we disregarding the respect clothes deserve, treating them as mere tools for showcasing our bodies, rather than appreciating their original purpose? We must remember that clothes, whether they are designed in a primitive style or a more modern one, serve a fundamental role in our lives. Clothes are more than just fabric. They are our shield, our comfort, and an expression of our identity.